Social distancing.
Social distancing.
Social distancing.
Social distancing.
You are watching a master at work.
Yo. Welcome back, man, to another episode of the Socially Distant Podcast, man. I'm Reek, this Aaron. We're back again for another week. Still rocking, staying strong, trying to keep busy and trying to keep consistent with it. Again, you already know how it go. If you follow us, if you listen to us, man, we're going to get the housekeeping out the way. Y'all can definitely, right now, go follow us on IG, at Socially Distant _4Real. That's at Socially Distant _4Real on IG. Facebook, you can go to Socially Distant Podcast. You can go like that page. Go tap in. YouTube. Go like, comment, subscribe on YouTube right now. Turn on your notification bell so that way you can make sure you get the notifications when we drop ASAP. I'm rocking the merch.
Sorry.
We on the what's that, TikTok?
TikTok.
We on the TikTok. You can definitely go cop up. Go cop up. Go follow the TikTok at.
Just go follow it, man.
Yeah, just go follow.
Why not?
Just go follow.
Why not?
Wherever.
Why not?
Like,
why not?
Wherever we are.
Why not?
Wherever you are. Just look
wherever
up
you are,
Socially
my distant cousin.
Go cop up that merch, man. Hey, you got the 856 tricolor tee on. I got my where I'm from, the city. You already know. ShopUrbanMerch.com. You can also follow Urban Merch on IG at official Urban Merch. Go do that right now. Before you do anything
right
else.
Now, literally.
Go cop up.
Click out of here.
Christmas.
Click out.
Get your gifts.
Do everything, and then come back.
It's
easy.
Go check out all the previous episodes, man. Go catch up on the episodes. If you're on your drive, if you come home from work.
If this your first time hearing our voice, please go all the way back.
Yeah,
because it makes sense. We kind of, we
it's
like to
chronological.
There, he took it right. He took it right out of my mouth. There it goes. We try to keep it within that time, time structure. Chronological order, yes.
Yeah, chronological order. Definitely go check out all the previous episodes. We on Apple Music and we on Spotify. Share with a friend. Let them know where we at. And come check us out. But we back.
Bing bong. I feel like it was right.
You had to. That's very relevant of you.
I had to.
That's very relevant.
I wouldn't be me if I couldn't get a bing bong out of there.
That's very relevant of you. But yo, man, we back, man, for another week. I think another good topic, for us to have a different take on a topic. Last week we talked about how schools really don't give you the necessary skills that are necessary for, life.
Mm-hmm.
That what they show on you, what they teach you, what they push on you, you really can't use in society once you get out of school. That's just how I feel. And that's just from, a lot of different things. Time management, stress management, money management, finances, budgeting, home economics, loans.
That's crazy.
Credit.
There's a lot of people that really don't know how to cook.
No, yeah. No, that's
like our age and like really don't know a damn thing about a kitchen.
But that carries over to your health, and that carries over to how you eat, and that carries over what you know about. You know what I mean?
No, I agree.
So that's home economics. So again, you're there at school all day long, and they're not teaching you the stuff that you need. You know what I mean? So it's like that's what I was saying as far as what they don't teach you in school. So if y'all haven't, go check out that episode, man. And it's gonna carry over to this episode today. But that's what I was saying. Like they don't teach you those skills that you really out here using. You know what I mean? We're not using the isosceles triangle for anything. You know what I mean? Like
I got you.
We just not.
I got you.
We just not. But this week, man, we just was talking a little bit about it. Of like how again
isosceles triangle. I'm sorry.
We don't because what you need that for?
What? That's funny. No, that's funny.
Because what you need it for? Are you using it? I'm not using it. I haven't said that probably since 10th grade.
I haven't said that in a minute.
You know what I mean? Like it's like they give you these things, and it's like you don't even use it when you get out here,
unless you use it when you get out here.
Exactly, and which will carry us over to where we at today. Is like, as far as doing what you are interested in, what you like, what you feel like your skills are, versus what society and school push on you.
Right. Let's call it the gift that keeps on giving. No, I'm joking. But
like, tapping into your gift, tapping into your skills, or tapping into your talent. That's what we're talking about today. Is like, and making a living out of it, or making a living off of it, versus them pushing you to, society, school, whatever, pushing you to your family, even sometimes pushing you to what they feel is more safe or more comfortable or more of what they know.
Right.
So I think it's on wax.
It's there.
What you were talking about last week is like how when we was in school, you were saying, "Yo, I'm going to school for arts," and it's like, "No, Aaron, for real. Like, what do you?"
Nah, that was.
Did you apply to any colleges?
That was a real conversation.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it was. I mean, you were pretty strong about it. Like you kind of touched you. I watched it back.
I ain't gonna hold you. Can I just be honest real quick? Can we be honest? Can we be honest here? Is this a safe space?
If you want.
If you want it to be.
Like,
nah. It was even to the point I was at Home Depot. This was like a year after school. And I ran into that same person. And they were like, "Oh, what are you doing now?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm in school." And they was like, "No, for real. What are you doing now?" And my mom was there. And my mom was kind of like, "Nah, he's enrolled at school."
Right.
And it was like, "Oh, like what are you?"
Right.
What is this?
Right.
What is this, fairy tale land?
Right.
I told you where I was going.
Right.
So yeah, but that was just a little anecdote that I was just throwing out there on.
Because I think what happens is people are scared of what they don't know or what they don't understand.
Oh, I like that.
So
I like that.
Like with school counselors or advisors or whoever you want to call them, they're supposed to guide you, right? You tell them what you're looking to do, and they supposed to guide you. But seem like they don't really tap into the individual person.
No, not at all.
And really guide them. So if you were saying like, "Yo, I'm going to school for art," the the good thing to do would have been like, "Okay, well, what are you looking to do?" And let's find those avenues that'll support that.
Yeah.
Whereas the way it really happens is like, "Oh, okay, well, what's your plan B?" Like,
right. What is your fallback?
I didn't come to you for no alphabet plan. I'm telling you what I'm looking to do and what I like. So
alphabet plan
for real, because it's like, even for athletes, they say, "Okay, well, what's your fallback? What are you falling back?" Well, look, I get all that, so I'm not gonna call it a fallback plan. What I would say for an athlete is like, learn a game, like meaning. If you do want to get a degree or you want to study or whatever the case is, learn whatever it is that you in. So if you in basketball, learn the game of it, meaning on and off the court. I'm not gonna tell you, "Oh, what's your plan B? What's your fallback plan?"
And that, I think I see what you're saying, but
by game, real quick, by game I mean like the business of it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like it's more to it than the court.
And I think what people do when they say that, just off the bat, saying, "Well, what's your plan B?" I didn't even start plan A yet.
Right.
I don't even know what.
So you already trying to throw me off.
What plan A looks like,
right?
To even be talking about B or C,
right?
You know what I mean,
right?
And I feel like once you do that, when you put your energy in A and B, you're spreading yourself rather than putting all your energy on A. And A could have been, a more linear road, but now it's kind of zigzag because you're still thinking about plan B.
Right. You confused. It's like you get confused because you're like, "Oh, I know I can fall back, or so I'm not going to give it my all."
Because let's just be honest. When you're when somebody say, "What's your plan B?" they're really saying, "What are you going to do if you fail? If that doesn't work?"
Or
that's all they're saying. Or that's what they're really saying.
Or okay, now let's be serious. That's how it comes across.
It really does.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's how it comes across. Like, okay, all right. You know, you said you want to make it to the NFL, or you want to go to the NFL. All right. Now let's be serious. What's your plan B? Like, right, you know what I mean? Like, okay. Now, realistically, yes. Let's use the NFL for example. It is very it's slim. The numbers are slim.
It is.
So what I would say to that is, okay, say if you don't make it to the league or whatever the case is, it's not over. Or even if you don't get to the next level at college, it's not over, right? There's other things still within the sport that you can do and still be around the sport. Yeah. I think that's what, especially people from like where we from in our community or whatever, don't nobody look at those other options. Like it's other things that you can do. So let's, for example, if you play football or just sports period.
Yeah, anything.
We can touch on whatever. We can go on any.
Let's stick with the sport. Let's stick with the sport narrative.
There's other things that you can do and still be around the sport, right? You could be an athletic trainer. You could be a strength and conditioning coach. You can be
athletic director.
You can be an athletic director. You can be like what do they call it? The GM. You
could be a coach.
You could be a scout. You could be the head of player personnel. You could be I saw something last night for the NCAA. Was it? I think it was last night or the night before. He was the committee chairperson of the Division I or something. He was like,
so pretty much
he's still around. First of all, he didn't even look like he was. He didn't look like he was LeBron back in his day. But like, it's roles out here that you can be ahead of, and you're still around the sport.
So basically, what Reek is saying, if you like football, and you're not that great, just go on Indeed.com and say, "Hey, athletic stuff to be when I get older." Because just literally went down the some stuff you just said. I'm like, huh? I didn't know they had those.
Nah, because what I'm saying is like they try to push you away from that, and then you end up like lost because you really like doing something.
Yeah.
But they're veering you away from that based off of what do you really want to do, or what do you know what I mean? Like, yeah. Instead of helping you find ways to make a living off of what you want to do.
Yeah, I think they base it off of their standards.
This is society, school, sometimes even your family. Like I said, it's like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of giving you a hand or helping you, you know what I mean, to show you on what you can do with these things, it's like, okay, well, that didn't work out. Well, show them how it works out or how it can work out. Let's use another thing. Say you said you was in art. I don't know exactly what you were looking to do, but there's 100 things in art, right?
A lot of things.
It's a lot of things. You got paintings selling for what Jay say, like damn, what's that bar?
Worth.
I
forgot something. Worth one.
Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like, that's an artist.
That is definitely an artist.
I don't think they had a plan B. Picasso is an artist. What's my man? Basquiat, an artist.
But I think when like,
hold on, I got you. Because I'm trying to make a point. Like Tony Hawk, he's a skateboarder.
He was a skateboarder. And I mean, look how much stuff he actually did within a skateboard realm.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm talking about off the damn skateboard.
Off the skateboard. He had a game. John Madden. That's another one. Is named that you. So what I'm saying is like, tap into whatever it is you want to tap into and find a way, find a vehicle, find a lane, and let that be your vehicle to wherever it is you're trying to go to make a living off of it. Like, because again, is the society is going to be like, oh, okay, well, what realistically do you want to do? Where have you applied to? And for school, it's like, okay, what college did you apply? Like, you know what I mean? Instead of just guiding you.
You got to remember, though, a lot of people that's actually saying these things are people that never really pursued their plan A.
Exactly.
So, by default, they're just automatically thinking your plan A isn't going to work because mine didn't work.
Yeah, and
you know what I mean?
Yeah, fact. Fact, and you probably will be on the road alone because they say it's lonely at the top. That's why a bus.
I knew you was
It's lonely at the top. That's why a bus got 50 seats and the Bugatti only got 2.
Okay. All right.
It's lonely at the top.
It's
lonely at the top.
Well, you learn something every day on this podcast, now, don't you?
Yeah. So juice. That's a bar. That's a bar. Though,
I give you that one. That definitely was a bar. We put that in a bar list.
All bars.
Put that on a bar list. But I think, and that's when those plan A people that take that straight path with no hindrance.
Yeah.
They're the few, the slim.
Yeah.
The ones that make it.
Yeah.
Because let's just be honest.
Yeah.
And they always say, it's like, if I could do it, you could do it type of stuff.
Yeah.
Or it's like, yeah, I'm great, but I just kept going.
Right.
I was consistent.
Right.
I was more consistent than you were. You know what I mean?
Put them blinders on.
Right.
Yeah.
So, as I'm saying, when you have those plan B.
That's a mindset.
I like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like that. And as I'm saying, when they push the narrative of plan B, you automatically default that this isn't going to work. So I have to put aside something else, which leaves no room for what you originally want to do.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I think what I was saying as far as schools, like school structure, is the fact that, you use sports, but, let's use like, because you were saying that's Isosceles triangle where, okay, you're just like, yeah, we don't use that, but you can use geometry or certain principles and certain formulas in geometry or algebra that helps with, construction or architecture and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Lift times width times height.
Yeah.
And stuff like that to get,
but that's if that's what you want to do.
But I'm saying, but they don't
show you that you need that.
This can actually get you there.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if you're so if you're into building or whatever, right? I mean, there's schools for that, there's trade schools and shit like that for that. But even a lot of them, people that went to trade school is like, what you went to trade school for? I don't really see you doing a trade, or you end up working at like Aeropostale or something. So what was the point? The point was maybe they did go to trade school wanting to eventually end up in something.
Mm-hmm.
But again,
yeah,
it's like, okay, how can I make a living off of that, or how can that work if everybody is saying, or if society is saying, this is the only way to do it?
Think about how fucked up that is. Where damn, you can't even do nothing without somebody telling you, you're gonna fail.
Yeah,
like damn,
or have something else.
I didn't even start.
Like you want to have all these eggs in your basket. That's what weigh you down.
For real.
You feel what I'm saying? You gotta empty. You gotta lighten up. You gotta empty your pockets.
It's cool. I'm okay with the idea of being a jack of all trades. I'm not one to be like, oh, jack of all trades is a master of none type shit. Right. I don't give a shit about that. If you could do a lot, then you can fucking do a lot.
But you also want to focus.
But that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
When you cater to one, you pick one of those out of the bunch and you cater to one.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
That's where you start seeing stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I took art, the idea, I already knew, okay, I don't really excel that much. Well, at least in school, I didn't excel that much in tests, but I'll bust my ass on a project. Definitely if it has to deal with building something or making something or put my creative touch to it. So now, okay, I go to art school, and then it went into, going into architecture school. And now I see where this flower of, okay, this is sprouting from the idea that I already knew, I had a creative mindset coming out of high school.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? And not for nothing, I hated math. Now,
you're using it in a different way.
I'm like, math is so fucking relevant.
You're using it in a different way.
Yeah, because now
because you're seeing how it applies to something that you're interested in.
Yeah.
But
you see where I literally hated it.
Yeah.
And now it's like, nah, that's one of the most useful things ever.
Yeah.
And
I think. Go ahead.
No, and I'm saying, and I think that's the narrative I was trying to push with. Schools aren't structured that way, or just not even just society in general. just really have a fucked up way about, pushing you off your push you out of your lane for some reason. I don't understand.
I got you. I was trying to find you, and I think here's where we can. I think here's where we can, start to go in this direction of finding that thing that you enjoy, tying it all together, and making that your goal to achieve at that.
Okay, elaborate.
Right. So, I think I talked about this last week too, about the story of the young boy who was I think it was like Detroit or some shit, but he was cutting hair in the bathroom.
Yeah.
He was cutting hair in the bathroom, in the school bathroom, and they suspended him, expelled him, some shit they did, and it's like, okay, if I don't know if he was doing it because he liked to do it, because he was interested in doing it, or because he just wanted to, make some extra money or whatever. But that's telling him this is a bad thing to do.
Right.
Because you're disciplining them for it.
Right. Exactly.
For one, keeping occupied, because he could have been doing a whole lot of other stuff, and then you're going to crucify him for that and say, oh, these kids need something to do. Now he's doing something, and then you crucify him still. So now it's like, and this is where the youth and people and people in general, adults or whatever, get confused, because it's like, okay, well, which way do I go then? You just want me to be in a box, and I'm outgrowing the box, and it's like, I'm confused now. So that's why you have people who say, come out here or come out in the world, get out into the world. It's like, okay, they was working here, then they working there, then they working here, then they working there, then they work, and then you like, it take a while for you to get to where you want to get to, and you're like, oh, this is what I like to do. When in all, that's what you wanted to do in the first place.
It was just, when you wanted to explore it was shot down immediately.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
But now you got to the point where you like, man, I'm not listening to what nobody say.
Exactly.
Whatever.
Yeah, you start becoming headstrong of what you want to do.
Or you find out that it's a lot of options out there, and now you're like, oh, I like this. You know what I mean? And this is what I want to do.
And that's what I mean. Like, and instead of like, and you were saying that at the beginning where, we have this idea where it's just a one route street to get to the place you want to be when there's so many different routes. That's like saying, oh, I want to do criminal justice. You know how much shit you can do in criminal justice?
Right.
Like, you literally.
But can I chime in? But I think people just, I think people just say these different careers, but not really knowing or tapping into what they really offer.
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah, I'm going to do criminal justice just because somebody said, yeah, try criminal justice. Okay. you feel what I'm saying? But then
that's pretty much like saying, hey, go that way. Be like, which way?
Right.
That way.
Right.
That way could be anywhere.
But they get in criminal justice and they're like, yo, I want to open a daycare. Well,
I'm done.
Well, wait.
I'm leaving.
Because I'm saying, but I'm not deemed.
Mind
you could still be, working and then starting. But you could still be working and starting other ventures and stuff. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, as you get older, you get bored at what what they told you to go do. Yeah. And then you realize, like, I don't even. It's not really what I want to do.
It's never really what you, it's not what you truly wanted to do.
It's not what you truly wanted. You just did it because society said you have to get a job, you have to do this, and you have to pay bills and whatever. And then it hits you.
That's what I was going to get on, because they give out this narrative of scarcity, and you got to, security and, money, and they push all these things. So now you're like, well, should I go be a doctor?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And they say, well, painters don't make money, and it's like, no, it's a lot of painters that made a really good living,
though, right? Like that's what exactly.
Like that made a good living. Exactly. So don't knock that just because you don't know any.
Exactly, or you don't know anything about it,
right?
You know what I mean? You're trying to now you trying to demean it. Like, nah. That's what I'm saying as far as like finding out what it is that you truly enjoy and what you feel like you're good at and what you feel like you can do, and then find ways to make a living off of it, whether that is whatever it is. You know what I mean? You know, some people like to cook. Some people like to, some people are really good at like throwing parties or connecting people. Like that's a thing.
And it's a freaking job for that.
It is a job for that.
You have promoters and shit like that.
Yeah, but
like
again,
they're coordinators.
Exactly.
Coordinators. Yeah,
exactly.
That's what they're doing.
So that's all you're doing. Or some people are good at throwing events or networking or bringing people together. Like some people can really connect with like, damn, how you know them too? Damn, you know them too?
Right.
You're good at connecting people. Guess what? You can turn that into something somehow. I don't know how, but I'm pretty sure there's a way to do that.
And I think these conversations need to happen way early on in school. It has to somewhere.
Exactly.
Because let's just I'm not gonna get on this too heavy, but I'm gonna just shine a light on it real quick because you could literally, and I want anybody, if you can hear my voice, think about what I'm about to say. You can literally go to college, pay tuition to say, I do not know what I want to do. And they're like, it's okay, just give me your money.
Keep paying.
That's like going to a restaurant. And they're like, would you like to order? I'm not sure what I want to eat yet. They're like, all right, cool. I'm still going to bill you though.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like, yeah, just
and
keep
I want
paying
a
us.
tip for even asking you a question.
We don't know. Yeah, go to college, but you're undecided. That's because it's like, yo, go to college instead of, okay, what is it that you're interested in? And this is what I was seeing as far as like the kids. So, this is why I keep telling you, your daughter needs to be in track.
Oh my God.
Because, that was I just had to get that off my chest. My bad. But yeah, back to the regularly scheduled programming. But nah, it's just like finding out what it is that they really want to do, because that'll cut down all of that confusion.
Yeah.
Later on, you know what I mean? Because how many times have you heard conversations with, or if you've been talking to parents, or you've overheard conversations with parents, and it's like, yeah, such and such is going to school, but they're still undecided. Well, why are you going?
Right, like
that's a waste of time,
that's
money,
everything.
all that tote party, wasted going up to get the totes and driving up there and first date and the dorms and like
a lot of hoopla, a lot of bing bong.
That for real, like for real, that's just a waste, because nobody's ever really sitting down and say, okay, that's what it is that you want to do. Okay, let's find out how we can.
How can we nurture that?
I don't know about it. If it makes a little sense, then we can help guide you on that. But
they literally got people that'll help you with your FAFSA. Go take out a student loan. But don't have people that help you figure out what the hell you want to do.
Yeah. Not what you want to do as a career, but what you want to do. What you are, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, that's why you have people like they was I don't know, if you ever see like the cooking channel. It's like, yeah, I was working in the corporate,
like Food Network. Food
Network.
One of them.
I quit my job to start opening up a restaurant.
Yo, but that'd be real stories.
No,
though.
that's real. No, like real.
Like that's real stories.
That's really how it, because it's like you have been
conditioned.
Thank you.
Because I was gonna say it, but I feel like you already touched it, so just go.
You've been conditioned to do.
Wow, that's some sinking shit right there. That's
how we do.
That was deep. But go ahead, because I was literally about to say this.
Nah, but you just get conditioned to do these things. Go to college, do this, go work, take out the loans or whatever.
And that's not always the route.
It's not always the route. Instead of right out the gate, okay, you're interested in becoming a cook or opening up a restaurant. Okay, let's put this plan together to help you do that. I feel like you'll have a lot more.
Oh my God.
First of all,
less stress.
I'm not a politician, but I'm pretty sure you'll cut down on all that debt.
Joe Byron.
Yo, you had to just watch that. You must have just seen that thing, yo. You must have just seen that.
Hey, yo, Reek, what do you want to tell Joe Biden? I'm sorry.
I can't even. I'm going to just let you go and take that. I can't even.
I can't stop laughing. All right, go.
No. You're good. You had to just watch that. But I'm pretty sure you'll cut down all of that debt. You'll cut down, on, people being confused on what they want to do or finding out what they want to do versus already jumping right into that, man. And you'll get better responses from, kids to adults.
You would. And like I said, I think that, we create the idea, or like you said, conditioned to think, okay, we have to do the 9-to-5 route.
Right.
We have to do the career, the corporate ladder,
go to school for business management.
Yeah, stuff like that. When it's like, no, it's so many. This world, the world that we see today, the infrastructure of it is built off of people that said, nah, fuck that job shit. I'm going to build this.
Bet. I think that's exactly
the entire America is literally built off of people that was like, nah, I'm not doing it that way. A bunch of misfits that was like, nah, I'm all right.
I think that's what's happening with today. That's why you see, a bunch of now hiring signs or whatever the case is, or ads or whatever, because people are like, yo, I'm not for that no more. Like, I'm not
people really weighing it, and they like, this shit don't add up.
No,
it don't add up.
Like, I'm not. So,
I think more. Excuse me, but like, I feel like people are realizing that time is worth more than anything, and they're realizing
time is short.
Yeah,
life is short, and yes, like they're realizing it. And I'm not saying for everybody to go jumping out the window
or going to your boss and say,
"Fuck you, dude."
Yeah. Bing,
bing bong. I quit.
I wanted you to say. We should have made a bet.
Bing bong, I quit. You see this resignation. You see this resignation letter on your desk. Just know I'm outside going left. Bing bong. Yo, nah, but like,
that's funny.
I just feel like people are like really like, you know what I mean, just coming to terms with like, yo, I'm not beat for doing that same cycle. You know what I mean? Of what used to be. When I'm finding out what I like to do or what I'm into now, you know what I mean? Like, and I think that's what's happening. A lot of people think it's like, oh, don't nobody want to work. No, don't nobody want to do that work.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, don't nobody want to do that anymore. Like, that is an old system.
No, nobody want to work. No one want to do that work.
No, we don't want to do that work. You know what I mean? Like, especially like you said, man, you got people out here, starting ventures and doing things and it's working. You know what I mean? Like,
it's really working.
And it is. It really is working. You know what I mean? I think that's what it is.
The opportunity today is just endless.
Yeah, it is endless. It is endless.
So then you look at, a typical, hey, go do this. And it's like, really though? It's some people, it's like an insult. Like, did you really just insult my intelligence? Say I should go and just pretty much stop thinking because this man already thought of something to do when I could do anything I want.
Yeah.
And
then on top of that, they you go and you bust your behind and go you go get your degrees and all that. And then they're like, yeah, we got $12 an hour for you. Wait, what?
Right.
Yo, I'm like 40 in a hole. You talk about $12 an hour. Like, what? Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I did all that for a degree.
I'm deep.
And then you going to tell me I need more degree? Like, come on.
That's what I was trying to say.
Come on. That's just a waste.
That's what I was trying to say last week, where it's like the fact that we need post-education because the original ain't cutting. It ain't fitting the bill.
And that's why people want to take matters into their own hands.
And you see a lot of entrepreneurs nowadays where they're like, nah, I don't even know what that word means. Sorry.
Yeah. And I don't even think
it's not like no one's knocking it, but it's
no. That we're not knocking it at all. What I'm saying is just
this is for the people that's like, oh, these guys are knocking. All you scholars out there, here you go. No one's knocking it.
No, it's definitely not. It's just if you found out what you want to do, good. But what I'm saying and what we're saying is like, what we're saying is like, no, that is good because you found it. That, you know what I mean? It works. But I'm saying, like I said, you got people on a cooking channel and they're doing the guys' grocery games, and it's like, Yeah, I was in corporate America for 8 years, and I quit my job to open up a restaurant.
And they just one day wake up and be like, "This is not what I want to do. This is
exactly,
killing me."
Exactly. It's because the society was like, "Yo, this is what you got to do," and then you're like, "Nah, I ain't feeling this."
And usually when that happens, they're like 10 years in.
Exactly.
And it's like, you could have cut that time if you would have just figured that. Like,
so boom. Okay. So imagine if you put that 10 years into yourself of what you wanted to do. Even if you want to be, I'm not saying it has to be entrepreneurial. What I'm saying is, even if you realize you want to be a teacher, even if you realize you want to be a musician, even if you realize you want to work in construction, even if you realize you like painting, even if you realize you like art, whatever it is.
And I think that's what I'm saying with the whole using your gift. The gift that keeps
That's what I'm
giving.
saying. You're tapping into your interests or your gift.
And you cater it to that. Because if you find yourself, and that's not, and I think that's what we're talking about here. Because if you find yourself, if you in corporate America and you somehow always end up being, the trainer, or you at a family dinner, you be the one that's always kicking game, or you always teach it somehow. Maybe somewhere deep down, you need to be some kind of teacher. You need to be some kind of something. If you find yourself always, I think because your bone structure and your bone, I think this, that, and the third, then maybe you need to go figure out something in the health field. Like, if you get what I mean?
Right.
Like, if you,
or the person that's always got something to say, you need to be a lawyer. You got.
Always want to argue.
Yeah, you always got. You know what I mean? But that's just tapping into what you know. What I mean?
Objection. Huh?
What you ever heard? You ever heard like? So if somebody were like you just going along with what you're saying is like that person that's always doing something. People be like, you need to do something with that.
Yo, but that's I think that's the idea. Where it's like, yo, go handle that.
Yeah, you need to do something with that.
Right, yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, that's exactly what it is. But they don't because it's like unknown, or it might be scary, or it might be far fetched. Where it's like, nah,
if it is not anymore. Like, that's not the world we live in.
It never was.
It never was. To be honest,
it never was. It's just you just didn't see it that way.
I think what's far fetched is telling somebody to do something that they're not good at and do it for years on end, and then saying, "Hey, one day you're gonna not want to do it, and you got to start over." That shit is far fetched.
That's a bar. Yeah.
Nah, but seriously, that's far fetched. If you ask me, that's crazy.
That is. That's a bar. I like that.
And I think that's what you get at when you saying my daughter should run track, because it's like, she's in all these other different sports, and her one thing is that she's her speed makes her good at it.
And you're fighting it.
And it's like, why not just put her in track?
You're fighting it.
What's the best thing she do when it comes to basketball? Well, her defense is amazing because she can stick anybody on the court at one given time.
Right.
And it's like, well, then maybe track is the thing. Or when she plays soccer, she just wanted to catch up to the ball.
She just wanted to run.
That's it is crazy because that's what it looks like. She just want to run.
But you're fighting it. So you are being one of those people that we're talking about right now. You are society at this point.
Oh wow, thank you. And actually, not a thank you. That's very rude of you.
That should be like a.
That's an insult.
No, that should be like a. That should. I don't even know.
I see what you're trying to say. You are society.
Yeah, like that should hit
society.
Home. That should hit home for you. But no, but no, for real. Like, if you see those things and tapping into those skills, into those gifts, or to those interests, now you can't just be out here with an interest every other week. That's, you know what I mean? 1 week you a photographer.
Like I said, it's okay to have a bunch of trades, but
one week you a photographer. Next week, you
all right, buckle down.
You selling hot dog? You got a hot dog stand.
Buckle down.
The week after that, you selling Jordans.
Yeah, that's a lot of investments. At that point, I say go play the stock market, and you could get into a lot of different industries at once. You could just go ahead.
But that thing, you know what I mean? Tapping into that thing that you feel. Steve Harvey got a book on that though. Tapping into that thing that you feel that you can do and that it interests you in finding a way to,
and I feel like there's a lot of people
make a living off.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people that's listening that you know it yourself. You know if you at a job right now that's just paying the bills right now, but it's something you want to do. I ain't saying like I said, hey, what you say?
I ain't saying jump out the window and be like,
just with the resignation.
You know what, boss or manager or whatever.
The hell with you.
Yeah, you're on thin ice, pal. Like, no, I'm not saying that.
It don't really grinds my gears about you.
Yeah, but
yeah, don't do that. Just
you know what I mean.
Make it a way where you can make room for that, man. Because it's no point in going through life not doing what you want to do, man. That's not a life worth living.
That's a fact.
It's not. You know what I mean? At that point, you just going through the monotony of life, and that's one thing. Like one thing you're guaranteed, in this life, and now I feel like we're giving like some philosophical stuff, but like one thing you're guaranteed is death.
Is death.
So if that's happening, and why not go out what you want to do?
Mm-hmm.
And then nowadays you got a lot of people that's coming out of school, like he said, making $12 an hour. Shit.
I ain't say they accepted the job. I'm just saying that's what the job postings say.
I'm not saying, but if these articles this week, because sometimes it's more than that. But if you don't like it and, it's not really fitting the bill, then at that point, man, you might, at least go be happy at that point. Man, because peace of mind you can't pay for that.
Yeah, man.
You can't pay for peace of mind.
Mental health matters.
Oh, man.
See how we tied? That's the chronological.
This is why we say go watch. This is why we say go watch. Yeah. Because we throw out stuff.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, you will not get it. Even like today, this conversation is literally predicated off of the fact that we were talking about school and what they don't teach.
The previous episode. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But not seriously, because I know I'm a stickler for that. I will not, and I mean that, do anything that is out of the parameters on what I want to do, and I freaking mean that. Oh, and I'm batshit crazy about that.
Right.
I would laugh at you.
Right.
How dare you? What? No.
But I think we can. I think it'll help a lot of people out. I think this conversation or just being aware of this will help a lot of people out because. I keep going back to athletes because I feel like that's the biggest one where I think if athletes would
a lot of people do aspire to be an athlete one day. Professional athlete.
Yeah. But even if even if that doesn't work, it's ways to still be around what you enjoy.
Fulfill that love.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like
and make money off of it.
Exactly.
And it's the idea of you see it nowadays where and it's a perfect opportunity with today where you see a lot of content creators, they're monetizing just the thing that they do. And some of them, I'm saying it. People take feet pictures and make a living off of it. That's all I'm saying. Literally.
I didn't.
Bro,
I didn't know
bro. All right. You can act like you don't know, but it's out there. People do it.
Okay.
People do it. No,
I wouldn't take that to no counselor either. Though.
I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. But what I'm saying is, people are literally monetizing every little thing.
So okay, hold on. I'm gonna back because I am gonna back you up. I am gonna back you up. I got you right here. No. Real rap. I got you right here.
10 toes down. He gonna back me up.
Nah, I got you because yes, you can make a living off of feet pictures.
I'm just saying.
The feet pictures I'm talking about though. No, for real. You can if you go and go be a foot model for I don't know like a nail polish company or
company, anything.
Or a sandal company. You know what I mean? So yes, you're right. There is ways if you enjoy your feet that much and you feel like you like taking pictures.
Basically,
of your feet,
I just gave something that's very like, feet pictures because yes, people are doing that. People are collecting checks for that. Yes. Which is what I'm saying.
Yes. Yes.
Just find something you like to do and fucking monetize it. Just figure out a way. So what's the thing where remember we were talking about it? Where you 10x it,
Yeah. Go hard. You grind. Go hard at it. Go hard at it. I'm not saying it's just that easy, but
no one's saying
the basis
that. But
of
if
it,
you You have to start first.
Yeah, just like you did everything else.
Like people say, people want to be, photographers, but they don't take pictures of everything they do. To me, that's a photographer.
Right.
You're showcasing your work at all times. You to be able to say you're something, you embody it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're always doing it.
To where you're associated with that.
Right. So when I look at you, it's like, okay, that's what that's who you are.
That's what you do.
Bob the Builder wasn't, his whole episode wasn't him with a hammer in his hand, but he always had a hammer. He was ready. Always.
He had
he
the
was
overalls
talking
on.
about it.
He had
was
the hard
talking
hat
to
on.
the machines.
Yeah.
He was Bob the freaking Builder.
He had the plaid shirt on. He hung out with machines.
If that ain't a damn builder,
so you
damn
knew
it, what is it?
You knew who to call. You know what I mean? When they needed something. But that's what it is. You know what I mean? Like that's just tapping into. I mean, I keep using that, but tapping in. But that's just being associated with that thing that you want to do. So when it comes up, it's like, oh, that's that person that is that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like you don't associate Michael Jordan with music at all. You associate Michael Jordan with being one of the greatest.
And that's where we go back. Love, circle back, 360, boom, geometry. So anyway, where that's a person that didn't have a plan B. And if he did, he said, fuck that.
Yeah.
This is plan A. I am a basketball player.
And I'm going to be.
And it doesn't matter if it's in the NBA, if it's outside the NBA, I'm around basketball. That's what I do. So that's what I'm saying. Like if I'm going to use photography again because it's easy for me to. If I'm a photographer.
Photography is easy.
I'm a photographer. I'm taking pictures of babies. I'm taking pictures of wedding. I'm taking pictures of buildings or scenery. Just figure out what you are and you, boom. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
You like to cook. You like to make dishes. Yo, go do that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, if you ain't got no support, I'm telling you, I'm here today. Say, go do what you want to do. Because life is too short to do something you don't want to do. And I would hate for you to be on your deathbed and be like, if I only would have. Damn, that's a bad way to die. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was strong.
Was it?
Yeah, but I got you. I got you. I'm just saying. I don't know who's viewing.
What? Somebody in their deathbed?
Yeah, like no. I'm just saying. You're like.
Well, in that case.
But no, you just got on some real motivational shit. But but that's the fact though. You know what I mean? And then what happens is it might seem like you're making you're just went left and making
rash decision.
Yeah. Like it might seem like that, but it's like no, it's like that's just what you've been wanting to do. So everybody at first, yes, people are gonna be like, wait, what? That is a rat. Like you know what I mean? Like, that's radical. Like you trying to do that. You know what I mean? But I feel like you got it. Like you said, you got to go ahead and do that because. It's already that's already in you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that'll fulfill you.
It would.
That'll fulfill you. If nothing, everything else is going to be there. Everything else is going to be there.
You ask me, everything else is just going to fall in place.
No.
Once you start aligning yourself with who you are naturally, everything else just fall in place.
Yeah.
So we look at these greats let's use a Tom Brady. This man ain't a scrambler.
Nope.
He ain't an out-of-pocket quarterback. Yep. He is a typical, I ain't that fast.
Prototype quarterback, yeah.
You may not even think I'm that athletic, but my rings definitely show that I'm athletic because he sticks to what he do.
Yeah.
And he hasn't changed.
Yeah. Exactly. Do what you do, man, and do it to the best of your ability and be good at it. You know what I mean? Don't measure yourself up against what somebody else is doing, what everybody else is doing, or what's going on around you. Measure yourself up against yourself.
I like that one.
Yeah, it's a bar.
Man in the mirror.
Measure yourself up against yourself and, be better than you was yesterday. And follow that thing, man, that you feel like you good at. That you feel like you can do.
Yo, for real, though, because I can't even express it enough because I didn't even think we was going to, get into the whole do what you want, but it's very motivational. It's very necessary though because on some real shit and excuse the fact that I'm cussing because I'm a little more passionate about how that happens with me. I'll start a little more loose on the words when I'm passionate about what I'm. Yeah, but like seriously, man, just right. You listening to this? As soon as it's turned off, if you ain't doing nothing, man, pull out a book and literally just write it down. Write it down. Write different ways that can, and I mean different ways that can happen because remember, there's no one route.
Clear cut path.
Yeah, like I mean, some people make it that way, but it's not. Different ways that can happen, and just strive for all of those.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And in the meantime, if you do need to do, if you need to do something that you don't really want to do, but you got to use that to pay the bills, and that so be it. But keep your eye on that goal.
And that's a real situation. And,
that's a fact.
We're
not saying be radical and be out here just, you know what I mean, living, crazy. Nah, but follow that. You know what I mean? Follow that goal that you really want, and then tap into that and go after it.
And that's it.
So that's another. We're gonna wrap that up, man, for another episode.
Bing bong. Sorry,
of the Socially Distant Podcast. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us, man. We want to thank everybody for who already listening to us, man. We appreciate that. Share this. Share this to your story. Share this to your page, man. Send it to your peoples. Your girl, your boy, your friend, whoever, your auntie, your uncle. Play it in your car. Play it when you go in the shower. Play it when you cleaning, cooking, whatever. Play it, man.
Play it when you're doing whatever you do best. So
it's a nice tie-in. But that's it for another episode, man. For the Socially Distant Podcast, I'm Reek. This Aaron. We out.